Okay, so this is a little video I'm making up at Marlwood School. Now, I thought what I'd do is I'd sneak up here on a Saturday morning when there's no one about and have a little look around and maybe make a little video of the place, because we're not actually going to see it on the reunion day. So this is an opportunity for people who haven't been to school before to kind of have a little look. Now, I shouldn't really be here, but I don't think it really matters really. Let's face it, they spent 5 years trying to keep me in here, so one more day or an hour or whatever it takes me to look around, it won't matter. So let's start with the front of the school. Now, here's the main reception. I noticed, looking around the sides, they've fenced off everywhere. There's the front. Let's start on the back here. There's the frontage of the dining room and stuff, where I used to go for lunch with Atwells, just here. They've put steel fencing around the side, so I don't know whether I can get into the actual building or round the front. We'll see. But that was my dining room, where I used to eat spam fritters and stuff. That was Atwells and Ross this end. Still looks a bit scruffy, still got the same old rubbish windows and curtains by the looks of it. Here's the front of the school. I've got some pictures there. So there's a bloke waving at me. I've got some pictures of here as well, of Crispin Hurd and Rich Harper. Sat around. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble with the caretaker coming out. This will be interesting. Let's see what he says. So this is the frontage where we used to never really use that bit. But it's funny when you see the top of the school, the front of the school, the actual rooms you remember. And I think on the top, from the top of my head, there was, so it was, well, I don't know, it's language, here it comes. Languages at the top there. I think I did German and French, and then I did, what did I do there? I can't remember what I did in there. So this side I wasn't really, I think it was some needlework there and things. And I'm going to see this bloke coming in. That was really funny. So the chap looking out the window was the weekend caretaker, and I just had a really good chat with him actually. And he gave me a little tour inside, but I didn't film inside, but a little tour inside, and also had a little chat about it. What they do now is they've got a fencing all round, so you can't actually access any of the school buildings during any out of school times. And also, all the dining rooms have gone. All the dining rooms are gone, all the kitchens are gone, and the only dining room now is the sixth form block. So if you want to have lunch here, you don't go to any of the houses like you used to. You actually go to the sixth form block, which has been converted, the old sixth form block, which has been converted into the main dining room for the school. Anyway, we're going to continue along here. So let's have a little look. So top floor classrooms, bottom floor secretary, and headmaster was in the middle. I noticed they got a flag up, and it's from the sixth form saying goodbye. Anyway, let's walk along here a bit quicker. Apparently there's only 500 pupils here, and a lot of the classrooms have been mothballed because they don't use them anymore. So 3 of the rooms in the science lab are actually mothballed now. Right. So this was one of the dining rooms. Now this isn't used anymore. And I'm sure that you see it's still got the kit in it. Nothing, no one uses that anymore, so I don't know what they'll do now. So they've gone down from 1,000 pupils when I was here to 500. It's a bit worrying. They've been in special measures. Okay, so a car park where I used to get the coach. I used to get a coach from Titherington from here. And what's really funny is there used to be a load of bike huts here, and they took them down. Now they've stuck something back up. So classroom here, I think that's where jobber dancing used to take place. Now there's one of the blue gates. I think I can probably sneak around somewhere else to get around there. I think you can go around the back. Let's have a look. This is, now that wasn't there, that was an entrance music lesson that I used to have in there with Miss Asprey in my first year. I didn't know anything about music, I still don't. That's new, this was all open I think, they've filled that bit in, but can't get in this way. What's interesting is everyone is locked in here. Look at this. There's no coming and going here. It's literally you come to school and they shut the gates and you're not allowed in. Glad it wasn't like that when I was here. Not like bunked off. Right, so there's where I used to wait for the coach and queue up here, and then the teachers would call you down to get the bus. Art block. Still got theatre block now. Who remembers? I remember doing pottery in this room with the big sausage machine. And it's now got lots of arty stuff in it, or dresses and costumes by it. So, coming up here, is where I took my O-level maths. I remember doing O-level maths here and then going down to play snooker with Neil Glendenning down at the Thornbury Sports Centre. So let's have a look at the picture of what it was like. And now you can see what it's like. And there's this bit's in the middle being filled in. Slightly odd. Makes the use of the two buildings though a little bit better. So there's still the drama hall, but we've got a big insert bit. And I think it's still got the thin curtains up, brown. And we can see in there, there's the old drama hall. Can't really see very well with this camera. And I believe this is now the sixth form block. This was where I did music as well. That was a music room. I eliminated it. And what does that say? GCSE Technical Theatre. Oh, it's still theatre. The sixth form block is. So we're going to have to go round. I had a chat with the caretaker and he said there's a gate open on the side which I can sneak in. This is new. I don't remember this horrible building here. That's like a really cheap, tacky add-on. I let a crow banger out at the back of here once. I remember in the back of the drama hall, I put it in a pipe that I found, let it off, and it made a huge bang. I legged it. So there we go. Oh, there is the gate open. Let's go through here. Past the old drama hall. These are the new buildings. Right. So we're zigzagging through what was grass. There's the art block. Photography. Here we go. Look left and right before you cross the road. Start of the blue gates. Okay, so I'm back round by the blue gates and I've come round here, and this is where, just outside the art block here, and this is I think old technical drawings. I remember there used to be some scrappy old cars just dumped in the middle here, and they used to do them up as part of their workshop stuff in there. And that's where the workshop was for metalwork and the entrance, back entrance. But this was actually just we've got this big modern building here, and it looks like it's been here a while because the weatherboard's a bit worn out. So walking on down here, that building in front definitely wasn't there before. So that's the old gym, and in fact they've still got the ladders for the gym equipment. I'm sure I climbed those once up there. And there's the old sports hall. But let's go back round here. So we're going on the right here. So this is the science block on the left. Finally, it's sort of changed a bit, but some things are the same, some things are different. The old science lab. Let's have a look inside. Oh, we've changed the desks around, but it still looks like it is a science lab. Okay, we'll go up here first of all. So this was woodwork on the right. Still looks like woodwork. They still got the benches in there. Mr. Dunn taught me woodwork in the first year there. And then we've got metalwork. Oh, they've still got the old lathes in there. Thought they'd be gone by now. I did my metalwork O-level in there, and I think I made a few Mr. Jeffries. Oh, they've moved the desks around, but they used to face the other way. But I bet these are the same benches. And I can remember actually at the back there's a lathe thing there that I can remember when it was brand new. They bought that when I was here. Mr. Jeffries put it in. So this has changed because they used to have concrete sort of slabs you'd sit on. I think probably where they've taken the legs out there. So let's go on down here. Technology, I never really did a lot there. Now this is different. Oh, this is a bit weird. So the science block. Now there used to be a big void there. You can see the join in the bricks. Sort of it, and you'd walk in and the classroom would be on the right. There was a maths classroom on the right. So this entrance door was further along. You can still see the window of the classroom there, but it used to be a sort of little entrance there. Right. Crikey, so this has changed as well. Blimey. So this is the sort of quadrant area. Used to be a lot of conifers here, they've gone. And let's have a look. So we've got technical drawing on the right. And then we've got the main school block here. So library was on the bottom there. At the top, I think it was languages, so it's probably French, I think, on the left here. Going along here. I didn't really do a lot in those classrooms. I'm not sure what. There was a language lab in the middle. I was hopeless at French. Miss Turner just kind of gave up on me in the end. And at the bottom of there was a the library. I wonder if the library's still there. Doesn't look like the library's there anymore. It's all computers in there, I can see. Okay, library. And again, I'm not sure what these rooms were down here. I think there was... not sure what we did in those rooms, but this wasn't here either. What's all this about? It's all a bit funky. I like the gates. 1956. These must have come from somewhere else. Yeah, so we're going to go along here. Oh no, hang on. There's the library. Was the library there? But I don't remember the library sticking out in a block like that before. I think that must be... Yeah, that's where the library is, but that's an extension. Okay, so they've built out, because it used to be flush all along here. Let's just have a little pan round. So there's the old sixth form block, which I don't think is a sixth form block anymore. Okay. You can get your bearings from where we are on here. That hasn't changed that much. The benches are new. Conifers have gone. So walk up towards the old sixth form. And there's staff room as well. Because this is the old sixth form here. Now I never went in there much really. I didn't do sixth form. It always seemed a bit of a hallowed place really. There's the sixth form block. They've knocked a few walls out. There's IT in there or something. That's what it's all about these days. And there's the main entrance. It'd be lovely to go and have a look inside, but I'm not going to get in there. There's the main entrance. And it's December 1980. On this spot, this is where I learnt, this very spot here, Edward Hewitt told me that John Lennon had died. I remember that distinctly. So that's where I was. And of course, there's the staff room. It used to stink of fags. I never went in there. I wonder if it's still a staff room. Could be. It looks like a staff room. Can we see in there? We can see. Oh yeah, they still got the cubby holes up there for the staff. Do you know what? I keep expecting someone to come and tell me off. And this is all new, terrapins. And there's another building behind there. Let's go back into this bit. This is probably the most familiar bit to everyone. Takes you back to your school days. What these numbers are for. Here we go. We're going to go towards the Gaynor Harwood block, which I don't think is called the Gaynor Harwood block anymore. So the old sixth form is here. Let's just put a picture here. Used to be a wall along here, where those edge of those slabs are, I guess. Right. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's scruffy, but it would be at the end of the day because all the buildings are pretty old now. Right, so this is a sixth form. I don't think it's the sixth form anymore. And they haven't got a sixth form dining room anymore. That was always a bit of a luxury. Okay, learning support department. We are going towards that. What is this? This wasn't here before either. Whoa. Just all these buildings they've slotted in. There was a lot of gaps between the buildings. They've just slotted in. So remember this quadrant. So this was the Gaynor Harwood block. It's now the English block. And there used to be a stainless steel sign on the I bet that's gone. There used to be a really nice little stainless steel sign on the front there. I'm just on there. In fact, let's put the picture on. It would have been just about there. But that's gone. So this was another dining room, right? I think they've got about half the number of pupils here, so they don't need all the dining rooms, I guess. And the doors are exactly the same. Remember these stainless steel doors? They're rattly. Oh, they're still rattly. Look at that. Oh, what's this? Year 9 pupils are now banned from the English area until the end of school year. Oh dear. Oh dear, unacceptable behaviour basically. So Mr. Jones taught me English over there, and I remember there was a load of typewriters, typing class in the far classroom, typewriters, you wouldn't see that now. It was always the newest block and always rather nice compared with the rest of the places, the dining rooms. Okay, so we're walking on down here. Can you remember in lunch breaks you'd sort of hang out in this little area. And Don Tamlin used to have a cassette player in his bag that he used to play Dead Kennedy tapes, I think. So that's a new block in between. This bit's not that different. Let's see if I can go out here. This maths classroom. So my first tutor group when I was 11 was in this room here. Mr. Jones. Okay, so science that was. Okay, so where are we going now? We are going out to tennis courts and the rugby ground and the football ground. I never used to enjoy the sports here, to be honest. And this is where I used to all the girls used to line up here for the top 40 and listen to the radio, because the top 40 used to be announced, I think it was on a Tuesday at lunchtime, so you'd have the sneaker radio in. And these are all the English classrooms. Okay. God, you get memories when you go by. I can remember actually, poor old Paula Spratt, I whacked her in the face with a tennis ball, I think, by accident, and she cried all the way through drama class afterwards. I might feel guilty for that if I see it at the reunion. So here's the science labs. Still science labs. Okay. Gosh, now there used to be a load of conifers up the side of here. This used to be a very narrow pathway just up here. And then there used to be a load of conifers up here. And those have gone. That's some sort of terrapins there. Right, let's go back down. Oh, look at this. It's still got the old glass bottle in. Some things haven't changed. Look at that. Still in science. These have a peculiar smell, the science labs. Right, now this is a plonked on the end building. Okay. Don't know what that is. There used to be a greenhouse here. Definitely was a greenhouse. That's changed. Right, oh crikey, we're right back down by the sports pitch. So, yeah, they've infilled that piece there. I think that building was already there, but we didn't use that. Oh, okay, this is where the dreaded games rooms were. I used to hate games. So the tennis courts are still the same. And this is where the games were. Now that was girls, that end. And then boys this end. And I remember kids, there was a craze where it was a game where you'd shove pennies against the wall and people try and hit the penny off or something, and there'd be all kids all lined up here, and then someone like Mr. D would come down here and tell you off and go, ah! Well, this is the games. This is the games room. It all looks pretty shabby now. I remember sitting on this bench, putting on my football boots. God, that bench is still there. And then going in here at the end of the match, and really manky showers that no one liked. Mr. Simmons would be hanging around. I used to hate games or sport. And there's back to the let's go around this way. There is what was the pride of the school at the time. It was the new gym block. Doesn't look quite so good now. So we've come full circle really, and there's this big plonky big new building here. Let's go back out. Okay, through the blue gates. Lucky someone's left those open, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get in here. So we've got the sports hall there. We still call it sports hall at least. This is now a car park, and the old drama hall there. And then we've got these two buildings in between that are just quite modern and new. Still looking a bit scruffy. So there we go. So we head back out to the front then, round the back of the old drama hall. Let's have a quick look, one last look down here. There's some kids. Oh, they've got an AstroTurf pitch now. Didn't have that when I was there. Look at that. This was all, I don't know what this was. It's still got a running track, but there's a hedge, that lane wasn't there before. It was just grass straight out. And the Astro definitely wasn't there. Well, that is nice to see they've got that. So there we go. So there we are. There's my little tour of Marlwood School as it is now. I kind of think everyone's got their own little memories of walking around there. But it's interesting, it has changed a lot, and you walk around the corner and you kind of first of all think in your mind, blimey, that was where such and such told me this, or that building wasn't there, that was just grass and stuff, and then you see suddenly it's all completely different. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little tour, and I'm back off home now. Cheers.